Sing a copyright-free happy birthday song to me right now.
I found out that it's Annie's birthday and they are a kinny.
Alright, hi, I'm Annie. It's my blank birthday. I forget what it is. I'm not doing the math.
And I'm Minty, and I don't like kinnies. Kinny.
No one spells it like that. And this is FunUntitled, where we say F you to me, the
Annie.
birthday boy. It's my birthday. Hey, come on, you can't beat me
Kind of.
up. I'm a little guy.
And I found out that Annie Kin's hard for certain characters.
One character. It was like one character.
So we're gonna roast them for it.
And I was forced to make my own little diagram for this bullshit. I guess because it's a stupid call-out video of how terrible Annie is as a person because they kin one character.
So we're gonna describe 12 characters and in relation to how much Annie relates to them, lusts for them, and wants to be their friend though. Weird.
It's very hard to describe my mindscape because it is a hellscape for normal people. If a neurotypical person ever entered my mind, it would explode.
Or they'll just get lost.
They get or they turned out gay.
You're not straight.
You know what's funny? I was talking about my email is gay blankety blank, and I was saying, could you imagine when I was in 7th grade when I made this when I was straight, if I didn't come out as gay and still had that email?
That'd be offensive. Anyways, let's start off with the whatever random order that Annie made this, because I know, or at least knowing Annie, they did not do this in any chronological or way that would make sense for a podcast.
Should I have done it chronological?
I don't know. Maybe like from importance to least important. I don't know. Again, no idea.
Alright.
Character number 1, Grateful Buster.
No.
I'm sorry.
It's the whole reason why we started this damn fight.
That's
And
right.
you think it's that great. It's not even spelled the same way.
I forgot, okay?
God, I don't talk about my life enough, apparently.
We don't talk about Black Clover enough. Gray from Black Clover. That random Black Clover member that probably has like 5 scenes altogether.
And that's how I am in life. I hardly appear in things.
Really? Because you seem to talk a lot and think you're oh so important for you to think that you're not important. How was I supposed to remember that it was Gray from Black Clover when, like, again, she don't do shit?
Because that's what prompted this whole episode when we got into a huge fight over her.
Well, Annie is 100% feels relatable to Gray.
I, low-key, like not as much as other people, kin with Gray because in the beginning of Black Clover, when Gray was disguised as someone else, they were really loud and fun and like really like extroverted with the Black Bulls. They would do like, oh, I'm gonna go as Finro and flirt with other girls. I'm gonna go as Charmy and eat, yada yada yada. But when Gray was exposed to be her 26 blue hair self, she was got all shy.
Blue.
Shut the fuck up. All shy and like, oh, don't look at me, you know? And I'm like, oh, that's me. Like, I could be extroverted, but if someone looks at me, I get like all anxious because like, oh, this person probably hates me. But I want to be looked at, but it's just, it's hard to be.
You talk so much though.
To you.
You talk a lot to people. And with absolute no filter, you talk to people.
But I get like shy sometimes because I get Gray with being raised as Cinderella. I'm like,
You get shy, you get self-conscious that you're saying something wrong.
maybe self-conscious? I don't know. You know those 2 people I'm kind of ghosting right now? Is that because I'm self-conscious or shy?
Self-conscious. If you were shy, you would have never initiated it.
And you know, like Gray cares about people, and I feel like when she cares about people, that's how I care about people.
Again, this isn't about how true any of this is. It's more about this is how Annie feels and this is how Annie views themselves, which I find very fascinating.
Kind of just saying, hey, everything Annie's saying isn't true. It's all lies.
Not necessarily that, but you know, like there's like 4 yous, right? The you that you know and everyone else knows, the you that only you knows and no one else knows.
Yeah, the rising sun, the setting moon, and the whatever the last one is, eclipse.
The Virgo.
You know, real fast. Okay, there's a horoscope thing with like rising sun, yada 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 yada. That's based off like, oh, when you was actually born, what day, but then like what time you was actually born. And I always forget what the third one was. Like the one you feel, the one you vibe with.
Moving on, because we got a lot more roasting to go through. Juvia locks it now from Fairy Tale.
Yes.
50% relatability, 25% lust, and 25% friendship. Now, what does friendship mean?
That means like I want to be their friend. Like I really like them. them because I relate with them, but for the most part, like I don't think they're sexy for some of them. I just want to be their friend.
The high slit doesn't do it for you, huh?
No, it's just that, how do I say this without... Juvia has some problems that, like, I can't just fully be like, oh, I want to be in a relationship with this person, but I do want to be a friend and, like, promote that.
Are you relatable because you hyperfixate on people?
Okay, there was a time in my life I really, like, clung onto characters who were very lonely for a long period of time, and then, like, they met this one person and, like, the loneliness, like, disappeared. So that was Elaine from Nanatsu no Taizai, that was Juvia, and there was a third character. I think it was Seiko from Danganronpa, but you don't know who she is.
Is that why you like Elaine?
Yeah, kinda.
Oh, weird.
I was very lonely at one point in my life. Everything changed, but when the Fire Nation attacked.
I didn't realize how much you project.
I mean, like, isn't that the reason why anyone picks their favorite character?
No.
Because, like, they either want to be them or they see themselves in them.
No.
Alright, well. Okay, Nancy Drew.
This is not everyone. Going on to the third character. Quest, whatever you pronounce that motherfucker's name. The Rusu's little bitch person from Dr. Stone. 100% friendship. What does this even mean?
I kind of idolize Frances. Like, I don't see myself in Frances at all. But I do, like, I would strive to be like them. They're a very cool character, that's why. They're very capable, very dependable.
You have this weird fetish for servants, too.
I don't have a fetish, per se. I don't, you know.
An idolization for people who are, like, in the working class.
Sure, why not? That's why I just really like Frances, because if, like, yeah, I guess role model is the best way to say it. I didn't realize that till now. Not the best role model in Dr. Stone.
Pinky. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, what were you saying? You clearly had a train of thought that's clearly interesting.
Moving on to the fourth one. Peko Yama from God damn it. I swear to God, if I keep reading this list and I see fucking Nicholas D. Wolfwood on this fucking list, I'm just gonna say, you're just picking characters on you hyperfixate on.
Now, why do you think I hyperfixate on them? Because I relate with them, because I understand.
No idea. Peko Yama, murder in the second trial.
Oh, spoilers.
For a game that's over 10 years old. Half of it is friendship. What was 2/3 of a half be?
I don't like 1/8.
No, God no. Like a third?
1/6. It looks like a 1/6.
Can I say this?
Alright.
A third relatable and a sixth of lust.
I want to be Peko's friend, but the problem is she's a lot younger than me. She's 15.
That doesn't matter for any of these anime characters.
I know, but
age is literally just a number when it comes to anime characters.
I want to be Peko's friend because I feel like I kind of understand her, but I also feel like I project onto her. Like, I made this comic about how, like, she kind of had to shut down all her emotions, right? And I feel like I'm emotionally stunted in some ways. Well, that's another reason why I like stoic characters who, like, they had that one special person that can, like, bring out all their emotions. Because, like, I feel like a lot of people don't understand Peko and, like, reduce a lot of her quirks to, like, she was physically abused. And I'm like, no. I don't think her past was as tragic as you think it was. I think it's, like, just as bad as Fuyuhiko's. I don't think, like, she was treated like utter trash. And let me put in my own projections here to, like, fill in the gaps.
I feel like of outwardly weirdness, you're like a 9 out of 10, and you feel like that you're being stunted. So I'm like, well, what number are you truly at then that you feel like that you're stunted at a 9? I mean, that's a rhetorical question. I don't really mean for you to answer. Because you seem to like characters that, like, puts an outwardly appearance, but it's actually, like, much more weirder or much more human than they really are. Like, there's a real self to them that's not being fully exposed. And for you to be outwardly weird from a 9 out of 10, like, you have, like, a more weirder demon inside you that needs to come out.
That's what therapy is for, my love.
Moving on to character number 5, Mitsui. How do you put these weird percentages?
Because how I feel.
It's like a little more than a 6 relatability, 1/6, and then the rest is friendship. No lust whatsoever with her big drunken knockers.
Look, I like Mitsui as I point to the Mitsui shrine that I made her on our left that always supports me no matter what I do. Look at it, Minty. There we go.
Hey, why do I see Raymond in there?
That's Obanai. They have the same eye colors. Anyway. Obanai and Raymond has the same eye colors from Animal Crossing. And she has 5 cats.
She does?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
There's an extra where Mitsui first meets Obanai, and the first thing she talks about after asking for directions is, you want to hear about my cat? And now Obanai is an expert at all Mitsui's 5 cats, despite only knowing her for a day. But yeah, I can't lust for Mitsui when Sanemi, Uzui, all those hotties are over there on the right. You know what I mean? But no, I believe in Mitsui being like all happy and wanting to find love and being cute and helpful. But like she has that past of like, I guess this is kind of weird after what you said, but like she had to hide like being super strong so that way people would accept her. She dyed her hair, starved herself, and but now she's all happy and stuff.
I see. The friendship is the goal.
Friendship is the good.
The relatability is where you're at now. And the lust is just your penis talking.
Alright, moving. I don't like Mitsui and the Obonai as a couple, and I would die on that hill, but when you got a little Raymond figurine and it's perfect for your Mitsui, you gotta put them together.
That epilogue, though.
Oh, I don't give a shit about the epilogue.
I love the epilogue. The epilogue
cool.
Is
They
everything
became
to me.
restaurant owners. They got into capitalism.
As we all should. Speaking of lust, we move on to Sanji, where it's like 60% lust, 25% friendship, and whatever else is relatability of that math.
I relate how Sanji gets beaten by his siblings. I wonder if you have any commentary on that. No, I don't really relate to that.
Really? Because the only thing I could think about too, considering the pattern of the first 5 characters.
I think it's not necessary to see his siblings specifically, but like how he grew up kind, even though like everyone else was kind of mean to him. And I don't know how much of Sanji's past you actually know.
I think I know the whole past, but I didn't finish Whole Cake Island. I just got to the part where like he's still getting married.
Do you see the part where Sanji was pulling the boats that went to the East Blue?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know why. Reggie said to Sanji the same thing as Saul said to Robin, like, hey, you go out there in that ocean, you're gonna find someone who's actually nice to you.
Oh, that's what you relate with. Damn.
I was bullied a lot as a child, but I don't like that affect me, ladies. I saw this red flag, green flag thing, like, oh, he goes to therapy, and the lady put green flag. Oh, why is that? It's like, oh, if you don't go to therapy, that's a big red flag.
What's the friendship part? What's the goal here? Just being a good chef?
I think it's just like he's very. I put a gun to my head. I'm about to say something very controversial. I think he's very respectful to his ladies, and I like that in him.
The dude's hardcore and he loves love.
And he's great with kids.
Is he?
I think so.
What do you mean, like Chopper?
Yeah, and then that one girl in Water 7.
One girl in Water 7.
Yeah, that rabbit.
Oh, right. Like the mermaid's granddaughter.
Yeah.
But they might not be related. Or they are. You're a mermaid?
I don't think so. If she is, I think she's very small percentage.
Okay. Well, yeah, probably like a quarter, considering how genetics work. Moving on. Because, I mean, Sanji, lust, kind of obvious.
Hot man.
Man's suave as hell. Man's stupid. Moving on to Narancia from
JoJo.
Shut up. I'm the one doing the
I'm
announcements
just
here.
helping. You got it wrong the first time. I just want to help you.
I don't need you to help me when it's not the most minor character of like the most minor shows of Shonen Jump. Well, Narancia from JoJo, the guy with the airplane who's probably been like, I want to say like 2 fights total. His initial fight and his last fight. If you even consider that one a fight, because I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, it was just all of a sudden he's dead.
If you want to consider that, he's in 3 fights. The first one against the man who makes things tiny. The second one against the 2 homosexual couples. And
Was he part of that fight?
yeah, he's the one the plane found them. And like one of the creatures took his tongue.
You say so.
Yeah, and the third one was against the boss.
Half relatable, half friendship. Now this one I can kind of see about the relatable part, because you're both uneducated.
Uneducated.
Oh, you're not superstitious at all.
Is he superstitious? Oh yeah, he is, isn't
You
he?
didn't like the number 4?
No, that's Mister.
Oh. Alright, just uneducated then. And hyperfixate on weird things.
Did you like combine the 2 characters in your head?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think when he started doing the weird torture dance in the middle, like that's what I did when I talked to that guy to get that free bus card. I started dancing because I got
Oh
bored.
my god, I forgot about torture dance. Who started dancing first?
No answer.
Okay, and then Mr. Joint, then Fugo.
Yes.
Most ridiculous thing to ever see in an anime.
People loved it.
You gotta remember, they were supposed to be the good guys. They started dancing while torturing a man. That's fucked up, yo. Sorry, say in your words. Say in your perspective.
He was kind of like the class clown of the group, but then like a lot of people kind of babied him because he wasn't educated, and I kind of just vibe with that. Like that's usually my role in the group, that everyone thinks I'm dumb, but like I'm not dumb. Like I have my own. Can't teach a fish to climb a tree, but I could swim in water.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Although Nasa was truly dumb.
He was dumb, but you know he was a good fighter.
Yeah, I guess so.
He was capable.
He was capable. And then Anasui, if you don't remember, is the pink hair guy from JoJo Soul Ocean. God, I forgot that anime is come and gone.
I cannot explain this. This was completely vibes. I don't know how I relate with this man.
It's like 5-6 relatable and 1-6 friendship. That's pretty high. That's higher than almost every other character to accept Gray so far.
I don't know. I just feel like I understood a lot of things he did, and I understood why he said things. Like, I understood his motives so well. Like, I saw myself in Anasui.
But we don't know why he likes Jolene.
Yeah, I don't really understand that part, but maybe you just see a hot piece of ass.
No, I mean, what? I don't remember much about Anasui, except that he was okay with Foo Fighters dying or something, which we both agree was a dick move. But I remember him being very overly protective of Jolene, which was stupid.
Sometimes when you're in prison after murdering your ex-girlfriend, you just gotta latch on to the next hot thing. Also, he was a little bit rude to Foo Fighter when she died, being like, hey, if you die, as long as Jolene's safe, that's fine. But after Foo Fighter died, he was like, I forget, if you met me in my Anasui prime, I could explain this whole Anasui and Foo Fighter's complex relationship about how Anasui says things that's mean, but he doesn't actually mean everything he says. Like, there was a nice moment after Foo Fighter died where he did a callback to Foo Fighters, but I forgot what it was.
Well, is this just the mystery round? Just the one where nobody knows why, not even Annie themselves?
Well, there's some characters on the bottom row where I'm gonna say some shit.
Okay, we're gonna get weirder and weirder. We're gonna move on to Linhart, which is like, like 60% relatable and 40% friendship. What is it about Linhart from Fire Emblem Three Houses?
I don't know, I just like how he reacts to things a lot. Like, oh god, I don't want to fight, I'm so lazy. It's like, yes, king.
What's the difference between like supporting, like that's part of like friendship. Why is the relatability so high?
I think it's another honesty thing. I just understood a lot of things that Linhart did. I agree with most of his actions. I agreed with him like, oh, I'm just really into school to learn. I don't really want to be here. But if I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna do my damn job right. And like he hyperfixates on the quest. And I was like, yes, king.
Gotcha. Okay, that made more sense than honestly one.
But for the most part, I want to be as smart as Linhart. I want to be friends with him. I want to enable his terrible actions.
You like learning about fun facts, but you're not really much of a learner.
Call me dumb? Call me Narancia?
No, Narancia was just dumb because he was uneducated. But there's a difference between like just not wanting to learn stuff. Because like when you have a chance to like do something while drawing, you always choose music. You don't listen to like an educational podcast or an informative video.
Well, that's sometimes you gotta get overstimulated. I'd rather listen to a song that I know the words to than like process new shit. I have a processing problem. I'm not dumb. I just sometimes I get very overwhelmed having to process new information.
Interesting. Now this is the part I'm interested in because Marianne, now you put 5-6 relatable and 1-6 a new blue category?
It's gray.
Oh, whatever.
I put gray because one, I kinda her. No.
I know you do. Sorry, also from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Also, Linhart Marianne is for some reason Annie's OTP of that game. We don't know why. It is what it is.
I relate with a lot of shit Marianne does, but I put a gray there just because like she can't fill the full circle. Like I refuse to let her fulfill the whole circle because I don't. And this is very biased to me. I know I don't like how fans portray her at all, and there's never been
Why do you care so much about the fandom when it comes to animes and characters?
Because when I see fan art of like Gray, I go, yes, I'd like that.
What fan art are you seeing of Gray?
I'm just saying, like, okay, of Juvio, I see it and like, yes, I like that. Or but when I see like almost any like comic with Marianne, almost all of them is no, I don't like that. I don't know if what I'm seeing Marianne is different from other people. I just don't like how you portrayed her. There's very few but most of the times I like how they portray Marianne. It's a joke one. Like Dimitri's like, oh, I got a monster inside me, and Marianne's like, me too. It's like, this wasn't for you, Marianne. Stop making everything about yourself.
I like that ship.
It's a cute ship. I don't remember the free times bonding.
Oh, I mean, I don't remember most people's free times anymore.
Sorry, the supports, but yeah. So like, I like Marianne the game, but there's also like, I don't really like how they wrote her a lot.
Wait, you like her in the game or you don't?
I like her concept as a character.
Oh, you think she bitches too much? You don't like characters that bitch a lot.
I don't. It's not that she bitches a lot. It's that these characters, you get to know them a little bit from the plot, and most of it is from the supports, right?
Right.
And we, for some reason, were insane and tried to get every character support.
Yeah.
I did not like 90% of Marianne's supports.
They're all the same, that's why.
All the same. That's why it's just like, if I never saw the supports, I think Marianne would be like a great character, but like, I read the support, I don't like it. I read fan portrayals, I don't like it. So I feel like I have a weird distorted view of Marianne. Like, I was standing here on a pedestal being like, no one gets Juvia's or Pecco's character more than me. But for Marianne, I'm like, I don't fucking know, man. I like you. I just, I don't know.
Moving on to Avery from Pokemon Sword and Shield.
I just want to talk about how much I love pathetic men. Soft, wet, pathetic men.
100% lost.
I got problems.
Was he the psychic one?
Yes.
He was a psychic one.
Don't act like you don't know shit. I don't talk about Avery every day in my life for you not to know he's a psychic one.
I'm not playing Sword and
He
Shield
has
anymore.
Pokeballs floating around his hat.
When people draw merch of Pokemon, they don't include Avery.
How dare you? I did not embarrass you at our local anime shop, complaining why Clara and Cyrus got a card deck, but not my man Avery.
People love Legends.
Like, that's the whole reason why I like the Unicorn Eternal Warriors, because there was a man named... It's been so long.
No,
already.
stop. We're not gonna talk about that fucking show.
It's a bad show, y'all. Don't watch it.
And the last character to round out the 12 characters for you to understand Annie. Shinji Ikari from Neon Genesis. Half relatable, half nothing.
I don't like how much Shinji complained.
Again, the robot. One day we're gonna do a Neon Genesis.
I know that he's very Malcolm in the middle core of like, yeah, I complain every day of my life, but I have reasons to.
Oh my god, that is very Malcolm in the Middle. I fucking love that show.
So I relate with Shinji, you know, the whole like, get in the robot. It's like, fine, if you don't want to get in the robot, you're just a disappointment. But like, the boy complained too much.
It wasn't within reason, though.
Reason.
Malcolm in the Middle, he's just bitching because he's too smart for his own good. But Shinji's like, I don't want to die. Don't fucking make me go on the robot.
So that's the list of all these characters. Who do you think I'm the most relatable to?
Who is the fun untitled persona of Annie to you? My god, Annie talks a lot.
I'll talk about you. Who do you think about of the 12 characters I have listed?
Of the 12 characters listed, I would say Narancia. No. Actually, I'm gonna change it to Mitsui.
Damn, B. They're pretty low on the relatability scales.
Huh, go figure. It's just because you talk a lot and you focus on things really strongly. I feel like those are the characters that do that. Because all the other characters are more like personal. I'm just thinking about more of the fun untitled persona that's shown to the audience.
Alright, so see you next time for when we drag our third sister.